We are live. I just dropped a pencil even as we went live. Hold on. Or a die. There we go. And a pencil. Goodness, I got all excited, hit the go live button, and then dropped stuff. We're live with Maze Rats. Wow. So a lot has been going on. We will be using the Mythic Emulator and the Fate chart as we move forward. Welcome to everybody that's in. Hopefully, Dick Skull is not in yet, but he's running the Colonel. We do have Never Fear 1911 is in, and he is running Finn the Peddler. I like to call him Finn the Assassin, but as an assassin would, Never Fear always says, no, he's just a humble man trying to get justice for his family. So what has been missed recently? We had a big fight with Balthazar, the half-breed demon. Go watch that. It was a great epic fight. There was a miracle that occurred. There is all kinds of stuff. Hold on. We've got, oh wait, here it is. He is no assassin. See, I knew he was going to say it. I knew it. That's why I was laughing. Gruznack, the second in charge of the City Watch, ended up fleeing. Always a good thing to do in combat, especially maze rats. It's extremely deadly. That led to a foot pursuit last episode. He was chased down. There was a battle. Kaysen, the bastard son of Robert II, took a lot of damage in that fight, but Finn and Kaysen ended up dispatching Gruznack, and there was a picking up of Finn picked up Gruznack's sword, so he's armed. Kaysen's down to just 4 hit points. He's wounded, but he's good with the sword. Let's see where we were at. Oh yes. Freedom. That is a member. You are the very first YouTube member. I always get that wrong. I want to say it's a subscription, but it's Patreon subscriptions and YouTube members. So thank you for that. We do have another person that is just a couple people that have just come in. So we don't know if Skull, he hasn't commented yet. Hopefully he's in. But what is happening now is during the foot pursuit, there was a random event that told us the other members of the City Watch that Lord Shimler had rallied. So Robert II was the son of Robert I, who was one of Shimler's good friends, who's passed away, and a trusted confidant who rallied his trusted City Watch leaders, guards, lieutenants, whatever, many of which were his sons, which actually made sense. And it turned out, other than Kaysen, who came with us to fight Balthazar, the Robert II and his sons went to Gladwin is the sovereign Gladwin, who usurped the throne from his elder brother Artun, a Cain and Abel type situation, which has been driving more of a political thing above. But they went to make the arrest of Gladwin. Now, off screen, I have played out 3 rounds of battle between, it was Robert II, his son Matty, it's his first son, second son Albin, just one of the trusted watch guards, Lowell, who's mouthy. He doesn't like that Lord Shimler was basically addled for the last however many months, years. They went to make that arrest. I did 3 rounds of combat. I will tell you this, combat is deadly and it's fast in Maze Rats. Our folks here are player characters who were separated. We have Lord Shimler with Kaysen and Finn went in pursuit, and they ended up dispatching Gruznack. They will be moving to Gladwin's residence. Meanwhile, back at the scene of Balthazar's death, you have the Colonel, who is down to his last 2 hit points. He's got a bone-wasting disease, being assisted by Chalita and Chadwick, who, of course, the Colonel used to be the head of the guard for Artun, the rightful sovereign. He knows exactly where to go. They're all moving towards that house, but There's 3 rounds for them to get there. I wanted to randomize that, and that's why I already did 3 rounds of combat. I'll reveal what happened in that combat, um, uh, hopefully with some great alliteration, when some of our PCs get there. They just know that this is going on. So it looks like Skull has not arrived yet, so I will run Colonel. If he ends up showing up, obviously he will run the Colonel. If anybody watching wants to comment or pop in with names or any assists we need, please do. But the first thing to figure out here is, I think, and you can chime in here, Never Fear 1911, you're with Finn. You had a foot pursuit. I don't think you would know where the Gladwin sovereign residence is, but obviously Lord Shimler would. So it's not like you don't know where to go. But it is a question on, we don't know how far your chase took you. So I want to have a bit of a randomizer to see if you're able to get there round by round. We'll just kind of, just roll for it. And then not that there's any, you're just headed that way. So looking at that, I don't know if we should use like dexterity just to see as you're running, or if we want to do it on the mythic chart. We could do mythic, and I'll take your mythic would be good if you want to just do a 50-50 roll. Are you able to make it there on the first round, second round, third round? If it gets into further rounds, I'll figure out what happens with combat. But hopefully one of the 2 groups gets there. So Never Fear, chime in. I'm leaning towards doing just a mythic roll on the very first round. I think it's 50-50 if you get there in one iteration. I can imagine that Gruznack was fleeing towards the residence. So you guys may be close. Okay, mythic, I'm going to highlight this. Mythic would be better. Got it. All right, I'm going to use percentile dice, or better yet, why don't you do it, Never Fear, as long as you've got your dice there to roll. Let's give you 50-50, and if you get 50 or less, you will have passed that, and your first round will bring you to the residence. If you fail, we'll have to roll for it on the second round. Now, the Colonel was back at Gruznack's residence in the same district, so we're definitely within foot walking, running range. And the Colonel knows exactly where Gladwin's house is. Let's see. Oh, this will be percentile die. This is percentile dice because we're using the fate chart. Those are very good rolls. Oh, 2d10. That is your percentile die. My fault. I wasn't even looking. I saw 2d and I just imagined 6. So you have a 98. You did not get there on the very first attempt. Sorry about what is 22? 9, 8 on my 2d10. I rolled again. Got it. Okay. So, no, we'll hold that. That's fine. I want to keep pure rolls. So we know you're going to get there on the second attempt. Let me see what happens with the Colonel. Same thing. Now, the Colonel knows exactly. He used to guard that residence when Artoon was there. So I want to give him 50-50 as well, even though that foot chase might have headed that way. The Colonel has his arms around Chadwick on one side, Chalita on the other, and they're carrying him towards the location he's directing them. 50%. He got, a 52. So he doesn't get there either. I'm sure dragging the Colonel along is not helping too much. Sliding back to, so round 2. Again, before we get in, 3 rounds of combat will have happened. So the main concern is, can you get there within those 3? Because there could be another round of combat at the Gladwin residence. So you really got 3 rounds to get there. Never Fear, I'm fine with you using the 22. If you want to re-roll, that's fine, but I'm good with the 22. Let me know. I know you said here, ignore that one, but I'm fine with the use of it. I'll let you type that in. I'm going to roll the second round for the Colonel, Chalita, and Chadwick. What did they get? Ooh, a 1. And I'm dropping dice again. I was going to show you. It was a 1. All right, keep it. Good. So The one is a extreme yes. And what I'm going to do with this is, again, there's 3 rounds of combat that have occurred. So we'll just be arriving as this furball is in progress. I'm going to explain that, alliterate that out in a second. But with that one, that extreme yes, I would think that that means the colonel even knew like a back passage in. So, what I will do with that is Chalita, the colonel's being carried. We've talked, Never Fear and I have in the background. I think he's got one last fight with him, but he'll have to do a will roll and succeed before he can join in. He's almost dead from a bone wasting disease. And Chadwick, they will get, if they fight, Chalita's not a fighter, she's a healer, but if they fight, they will have advantage. It's like they're popping in through what would be a secret exit. And here's a cool bonus from that extreme yes. That would have been an escape route that Gladwin would have used to get himself out of trouble if his guard looked like they were faltering. That is now closed. So, as far as Gladwin being able to flee, gone. He could surrender, but there is no flee. So that's interesting. And I know the colonel would have used that to shut that down. He knows that residence. He was the head of the guard. Love it. That's perfect. So he gets there before me. What I was doing is, no, it's fine with you guys arriving. I wanted to see if you could get there within 3 rounds. There's been 3 rounds of combat that are done. That's resolved. That's where you're arriving. Coming in the back door, the extreme yes is just going to close down that exit route and give them advantage for the first round of combat. All right. So let me lay out what had happened. While the Balthazar battle was going on and the foot pursuit of Gruznack, second of the city watch, was happening, Robert II, his first son Matty, second son Albin, and Lowell, a trusted watch leader, supervisor, sergeant, whatever, went and attempted an arrest of Gladwin. They were hoping to do this peacefully. Otherwise, they should have brought a lot more people. There were 4 members of the Royal Guard at the residence for Gladwin. There's the head of the guard, the colonel's old position, Everard is his name. So Everard, A-R-D. He had a 16 HP and a shield, and he's got just normal 6 plus 1 armor, but very good with the sword. That put him right in line with the colonel, very senior, of course he would be. And I just have guard 1 had 12 HP plus, and he had Everard had 3 attack bonus. Guard 1, it was 12 HP. Actually, guard 1, 2, and 3 each had 12 HP with 2 attack bonus. They all have shields. They're just guardsmen that are there. What was interesting in combat, here's how it went down. They went in. Robert II stated that Balthazar was being arrested or put to the sword as they spoke. So was Gruznack. The city watch is in control of the city, and he asked for him to surrender his sword and his person because Artoon is in the city and will be assuming his rightful role in the morning. Gladwin immediately told Everard to attack. The battle ensued. Robert II immediately had this beautiful killing blow. It wasn't a crit, but I think it was 1 short. I think he had 11 if memory serves. And with his attack bonus, it would have done a lot of damage to Everard. He elected to take the brunt of that on his shield, thus destroying his shield, but not taking any damage. Robert II did get the initiative with his guys. I rolled for initiative. They got it. The attack went on, and they did a little bit of damage. I'm going to fast forward through 3 rounds. The Royal Guard really did well. Everard is at 15 HP with a destroyed shield. He only ended up taking 1 damage as combat went back and forth. Guard number 1, 12 HP, no damage at all. but he also had to destroy his shield. Uh, let's see. Guard 2 is at 11 HP, has his shield. Guard 3, 12 HP, no damage, has his shield. Here's the interesting part. I'm going to come back to Robert II. Maddie, the first son, 9 HP. Albin, the second son, 6 HP. Lowell, 11 HP. And as our groups come in, so you've got Chadwick, Chalita kind of dragging the colonel in through the back. You've got Finn and Kaysen, the bastard son of Robert II, with only 4 HP left, and Lord Shimler coming in the front. So I actually think on this first round, everybody, because there's a pincer movement, everybody on the PC side is going to have advantage on these first rolls. But the first thing Kaysen sees and Lord Shimler is Robert II is crumpled on the floor. A huge amount of blood has pooled around him, and he has clearly been dispatched. He's dead. Robert II was killed by Everard. Everard ended up getting a critical. The shield had already been destroyed in one of the prior, or no, he didn't have a shield. That's right. Looking at my notes, he didn't have a shield. And boom, it went in, and Robert II was killed. So the father of these boys is dead. Would I be able to identify who Gladwin is? Absolutely. So Gladwin, by the way, is not engaged currently in combat, but like royals were, he's skilled in combat. He only has a 10 HP. I picture him probably a little bit out of shape, maybe even overweight. Yes, the colonel's friend is dead, and Lord Shimler's best friend's son is deceased. But let me look here. Sorry. He has 12 HP. I was looking at Lord Shimler. Lord Shimler's old. He only has 10 HP. But Gladwin, if he gets in a fight, has 12 HP plus 2 attack bonus, but he's not wearing any armor currently. So he only has a 6 defense. Doesn't mean he couldn't pick up a shield. So what do we got here coming in? I want to focus on Gladwin, try to take him out of the fight quickly and get the rest to surrender. Okay, he is not reachable at this point in time. The guard is protecting him. The main key could be Chadwick coming in that back exit. But the guard is alert. They're in combat. The good thing is it's 4 of them now on only 3 of the City Watch because Robert II is down. So as you guys arrive, you'll pick who you're going to fight. But where Gladwin is, he can't be reached for combat at this point in time. You could try to reason. There's all kinds of things. This doesn't have to just go strict combat, but combat is in progress now. So if there's something to surrender, you could try to use some persuasion. I think it would be tough at this point in time, even over the din, but it could be used. Again, for this very first round of combat, because of the surprise of both of you showing up and the exit route being cut off, your PCs, not these other City Watch, I'll roll for them during combat as well, but you'll have advantage. Just the PCs will have advantage. If you're trying to get a surrender, you're going to have to use some form of persuasion. So never fear. Let me know what that would be. If you're moving in for combat, remember this first round, if you do combat, you'll have an advantage die. If you go for some other action, like trying to talk him into surrender, you're going to lose that advantage. Is there something I can do to make Gladwin and group to focus on us and not pay attention to the colonel and the others, giving them more of an advantage? You can't have more than the 3 advantage. Maze Rat's rules say that you just get the 3rd dice. So I would suppose if you're distracting them, you might be able to create a disadvantage for Gladwin if he were distracted, or even maybe for the guards. So what are you thinking? I can tell you already that Kaysen, who's quite the swordsman with a +3 AB but only 4 HP, he sees his father down and dispatched, and he yells out a roar of just anger and turmoil, and he rushes to the fight. So he is basically in a bloodlust. Remember, he only has 4 HP. How many of them are there? There's 4. Plus Gladwin is 5. So Gladwin will defend himself. He has a sword in hand. He could pick up a shield if he wishes, but he has no armor on him. So I'll let you kind of resolve that. Meanwhile, Kaysen is rushing right into the fight. That fight is going to go toward Everard because he can see his father is at the feet of Everard. In my group, it's me, Kaysen, yes, Kaysen, and Schimler. That is correct. How many of the sons are standing? 3 of them. And it's Matty, the son, first son, Albin, and then Lowell, who's not a son, but he's loyal. And Kaysen is already rushing in to go head-to-head with Everard. Now, Everard has 15 HP plus 3 AB. Kaysen, I'd be surprised if he survives. But he has advantage popping up like he did. Why don't we do this? Think about what you're going to do. Let me resolve the combat with Kaysen. Kaysen is going to be rolling 3d6, and I will be taking the top 2 numbers, the high 2 numbers. He does have a +3 attack bonus. He's very good with a sword. This is the bastard son of Robert II. We're rolling. Let's see what it is. 6, 4, 2. We drop the 2. So he's got 10 plus 3, taking him up to 13. And Everard has already lost his sword or his shield. His shield has already taken damage and is gone. So we're at 13. He has 6 defense, meaning Everard, +1 because of his armor, 7. So we're talking 6 damage. Boom. Kaysen comes in, does 6 damage, taking Everard down to 9. Very, very nice considering he was at 15. This was looking, I got nervous when I was rolling this out that it could be a team party kill here. The guardsman or the Royal Guard was doing great. I think Finn tells Gladwin to surrender. Okay, Gladwin, it's all over. The city is under our control. I picture him screaming this out and drawing attention toward him and probably away from Chalita and Chadwick and the Colonel coming in from the other side. Surrender now. We don't need more bloodshed. Balthazar is dead. Surrender and live. All right, let me grab your sheet. Finn has a willpower of 2. So willpower leads toward personality, perception, willpower. I think you're going to have to really, if he were to surrender, well, roll for it. So you're going to have a +2, roll 2d6, 2d6 +2, and I'm still not sure he's going to surrender right away. You might get some concessions, but not surrender right away. Remember, his men are still fighting. You still might be able to talk your way out of this, though. So roll 2d6. Let me know what you roll. 8. Got it. That's with your bonus of 2. Must be. So, all right. 8. I know you know the rules, so obviously you know. So you shout out, and Gladwin says, you will not best my guard, and I will not bend the knee to our tune. I'm the rightful heir to Windridge. Got it. All right. Wow. Yes, with the bonus. All right. So interesting. So I think a couple of the guard, matter of fact, I think he's got to defend himself with his sword. I want to see with Mythic, does Gladwin pick up a shield? I'm going to just do 50-50. Does he pick up a shield? Oh, 3. Yeah, he picks up a shield, and he's in the fight. So he has picked up a shield, and he is defending himself. I pull out my blade and go for Everard. Got you. So you and you and Kaysen are both going for Everard. That's good. You have the advantage. I'm giving you initiative because of this surprise as well. So you're going to swing first. 3d6, and you bring a attack bonus. It looks like 1 is what I have. So +1 attack bonus. Roll your 3d6, take the top 2 and add 1 to it. See if you can drop the head of the guard. Again, he has no shield, so if you get a critical, you can take him out. He was doing massive damage to Robert II. It was crazy. Robert II's very first strike got in, broke that shield. Ooh, 11 total. Excellent. So he, with his shield destroyed, he only has a defense of 7. So you're talking 4 more damage. 4 more damage. He's at 9. So we're talking he's down to 5. You guys have doubled up. Now he's going to be able to strike back. But I can tell you with the way Kaysen came in first, and he can see Kaysen's bleeding from his other wounds, his fight with Gruznack. I do believe once it's their turn, Everard will strike at Kaysen. I think he sees him as the weak link. Very nice. Your 10 + 1 is 11 total. All right. I want to see what the other fighters do. So I'm going to roll for Lord Shimler real quick. Lord Shimler is just going to pick out, there is guard number 3. He's uninjured. He has his shield. He's going to just come in on guard number 3. He does have a +3 to this roll because of his attack bonus. So, 3-1-1. Oh my God, that's terrible, Lord Shimler, you old man. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. That does not get that. That doesn't even do it. So his defense was 6, +1 for the armor, +1 for the shield. Nothing gets through. No damage from Lord Shimler, even with his roll. We're going to pop over to Chadwick. Now, they have a bit of a problem. They're holding the colonel. I talked to Never Fears. We were in the waiting room getting ready to start. I think the colonel, who's almost dead, he's got a bone wasting disease. He's down to just 2. It's not his health, but it's his XP. When he hits 42 on the XP, he dies and he's at 40. But you can see him getting visibly weaker, but he still has HP up there. He hasn't been cut or injured. He has advantage as well, but I said before he joins the fight, he has to pass a will check. And then Chadwick will join in on the fight. I want to do a will check without advantage for the colonel. So I'm going to add 4 to this. He's got to get at least 10 if he's going to be able to even join this battle. 4, 5 plus the 4. He doesn't hit it on this round. On a future round, he might be able to join. He's weakened. He is not able to, get the strength. I do think Chadwick kind of steps away and says, Chalita, you got to hold up the colonel. Chalita's not a fighter anyway. Chadwick is going to step in and jump into the fight. He's got a +2 attack bonus. He does have the advantage this round. And I think he's going to move towards guard 1. Guard 1 has a destroyed shield, but he hasn't had any. He's got a 12 HP. So, 5, 5, 1. We dropped the 1. So we've got 10, 11, 12. The defense, he has no shield. So that's 7. That's 5 damage. It's whatever leaks through. So 5 damage. He is down to just 7 total HP. Chadwick is in the fight. Chadwick is in the fight. All right. We're going to slide over to, real quick, Maddie, Albin, and Lowell will resolve their combats. And they're lined up. Maddie's lined up with guard 1, Albin with guard 2, Lowell with guard 3. They get, they're not going to have advantage. They've been in the fight. It was everybody showing up that had advantage. So just 2 dice. Let me take this off screen. So first, Maddie. Matty has a +1 AB, 3. Oh, he's got a 3 and a 2, 5, 6. Not enough to even get close. So Albin is going for guard 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these other guards or City Watch only have +1 AB. So 8 is, and I believe guard 2 has, still has his shield. So that is 8. 6 is the natural defense, +1 for leather armor, +1 for the shield. Nothing gets through. Lowell, same +1 to this. AB, 5 and a 3. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we do have a shield still with this guy. So that means 1 damage comes through. 1 damage. Just to give you where everybody's at, Everard, because of the showing up of everybody, he is only at 5 HP. He's taken some wounds. He's being ganged up upon. Guard 1 is 7 HP. Guards 2 and 3, 11 respectively. Both of them only have 11. All right, advantage is gone now. We're going to roll just 1d6 for turn order. Never fear, go ahead and roll for all of our side. I'm going to roll for the Royal Guard. Oh, a 6. My goodness. You can tie it, and then we'll roll again. So never fear, roll 1d6 and see what you get. If you get a 6, we'll roll again. Them going first is terrible. Oh, wait. I have to roll for their attacks. 4. Good. And I haven't done their attacks. So hold on. We know they will have initiative for the next round, but let me do their attacks back. All right. We had initiative on that one. I have to do their attacks. Everard focuses on Kaysen, who's come in with a rage but is bleeding. No advantage. All right. But Everard has +3 AB. What does he roll as he swings against Kaysen? A 2 and a 1 plus the 3. So only taking him up to 6, not enough to get through. Kaysen has a shield, just 6 and a 1, no shield. He would have had to get to 7. So those blows he took ends up making him not land anything. Guard 1 and 2 and 3 will each have +2 AB. They're matched up against Matty, Albin, and Lowell. We'll just keep that on the focus as they show up. So let's see. Ooh, 2 6s. That's a critical. Wow, a critical by guard 1. And he adds 2 to this. So that's 14. Whatever damage gets through is doubled. I got a feeling Matty's about to die. Matty does have a shield. Wow. So some of the boys had shields here. No doubt what's going to happen is that shield is taking all of the damage and it will be gone, shattered. A killing blow came in, and Matty just got that shield up and destroyed that shield. It falls to pieces, but it does what it's supposed to do and shatters the shield. Yes, never fear even calls for it. Shatter that shield. He does. Woo! Matty saw his eyes, death flash before his eyes. Guard 2 comes in, +2 to this. 3 and a 1, 4, 5, 6. Does not get through Albin's defense. Now we've got guard 3 swinging on Lowell. Lowell's the mouthy one. I think Lowell's like cursing. 5 and a 3. So 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lowell lost his shield. His shield is gone. So that's 10. He's got 7. All he has is 7. So 3 damage are going to leak through because his shield was lost. So he was already at 11 HP. So he's now down to 8. He only has 8 left. So he took a hit there. All right. Interestingly enough, again, these guys were matched up right off the bat. So I don't think they're going to be able to, they're trying to defend, but Chadwick is swinging on them, Finn's swinging on them, and Lord Schindler's swinging, not to mention Kaysen. They have the initiative. Everard is going right at Matty again. He's just trying to dispatch him. He can see that vitriol, that hatred, that anger that is in there. No advantage, but Everard is going in against Kaysen, swinging. 6 and a 1. Wow, still not rolling all that great, but he gets +3. So he's at 7. Now he's at 10. So doing 10 damage. Let's see. Yeah. So that is, whoo, he almost killed him. 7 is the defense. And then that 3 damage takes Kaysen down to simply 1 HP. He gets a shot in on him. Kaysen is almost dead. What do we got here? Can Shimler ask the Royal Guards to put their weapons down? Yes. When he gets to his turn, we're going to let these guys do all their stuff, and then Shimler can try. Now, he's head of the watch. The Colonel used to be head of the guard, but we now have Gladwin's going to join in the fight, and he's going to go against Chadwick, I believe. So let's see. That's Everard. Guard 1 plus 2 AB. A 6 and a 3. 9, 10, 11. Wow. So 11 against Matty. Matty has lost his shield, so he only has 7. So he is taking 4. Uh-oh. Oh, my. I show Matty. Oh, Matty's at 9. Okay. So Matty's going to lose and come down to just 5. Matty has 5 HP left. Getting close there. All right. Guard 2 is attacking Albin. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has a shield, so he has 8 defense. He'll take 2 hits. Wow. Albin's down to 4. All right. Albin is down to 4. He's not breaking the shield there. What do we got? What do you got here? Kaysen should flee or something. He's so close to death. He cannot. He's in a rage. Colonel is joining in this round. He will try. He's got to do a will roll to see if he can get into it. He failed that last time. Last roll for guard 3. Guard 3 plus, he's going against Lowell. Lowell only has 8 HP left. Oh, a 4 and a 1. So 5, 6, 7, not enough to get through, even though the shield's destroyed. That 7 is what he can defend up to. However, we do have Gladwin, and he's going against, I think he's on that side where Chalita, Chadwick, and the Colonel came in. So this will be from Gladwin aimed at Chadwick. So what is he going to do to Chadwick? He's got a plus 2 AB, 6 and a 1. So 7, 8, 9. And Chadwick's defense, he does not have a shield. So Chadwick's going to take 2. All right. Now I've got Chadwick had 10 HP. And then he was going down in the battle. But I think when he was healed, he came back to 10. So he lost 2. Chadwick is down to 8 HP. If he dies again, there is no saving him. That would be an interesting thing if Chadwick were to die once again. All right. That's their turn. However, we know they have advantage. So they get to go again. They won the advantage. It's huge. I think Everard is about to do the killing blow to Kaysen. They won advantage. They're firing or fighting first, and Everard can sense that Kaysen is just about gone, and he moves in for the kill. Plus 3 to this. 4 and a 1. Hold on. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, and Kaysen has no shield. That's 1 damage. He finishes him. Kaysen gets cut down. So Kaysen goes down with a scream. That's a good swordsman that's down. All right, we're rolling. What are our time? 38. We're doing good. We come to guard number 1, who is fighting Matty, who's only got 5 HP, a 5 and a 1. So we've got 6, 7, 8. And he does not have a shield, so he takes 1 damage, taking him down to 4. So again, guard 1 just slices in and gets a little cut on Matty. The city watch is quite honestly not much. They're not able to fight man to man with this royal guard. It's a good thing our PC showed up. I think we'll carry the day, but we shall see. I think the boys are in trouble here. Guard 2, +2 to this. He gets a 4 and a 2, so 6, 7, 8 against Albin. Albin still has his shield, so he's able to take all that damage. Defense is 6, +1 for leather armor, +1 for shield. He's the only one that still has a shield. He hasn't had to sacrifice it yet. Guard 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So guard 3 does 9. We have Lowell. Lowell is going to take, he has no shield, so all he had was 7. He takes 2 damage. He is down to 6. We're probably going to lose these guys. And this is going to be maybe a bit of a slog. We'll see. Gladwin is going against Chadwick. Ooh, a 4 and a 1. 5, 6, 7. Does not get through Chadwick's armor. Chadwick has 7. So very nice. Our turn. All right. First thing is that will roll. I want to do it for the colonel. He adds 4 to this. He has 3 and a 2, so 5, 9. Jeez, he doesn't. He can't. He had +4 on the will. He cannot. He had to get a 10. He's trying to muster the strength to get up and join the fight, but he's just so weakened from his state that he can't do it. So he will not be joining the battle yet. He's just very close to death from his bone wasting disease. All right, we're into our characters. So why don't we do our folks first, and then we'll come to the surviving guardsmen. There's not too many left. Robert II's lineage is looking like they may all die here. Quite the sacrifice. I want to go for Everard again, who has the most HP. Everard has 5 HP. Guard 1 has 7. Guards 2 and 3 only have 11 left. So if you're going for him as Finn, let me get to your deal here. You have a +1 AB. You were, matched up against Everard, and I think that would have to continue. All right, 10. So you have 2d6 plus your 1 gives you a total of 10. He has Everard's shields destroyed, so he has 7. So you do 3 damage. Very nice. He had 5, so he's just down to 2 now, close to being dispatched. As you get these guys, I could see the advantage starting to even turn towards our side and finish this fight. Lord Shimler has +3 AB. He was going against guard 3, if I remember. He gets a 2 and a 1. Lord Shimler is 80 years old. Even though he had that healing thing given to him, he just can't really fight like he used to. Wow. He has 3 + 3 is 6. He can't get through. That guy even has a shield. Completely absorbs his hits. He's just not bringing it in. He's not bringing in the game. Wow. Heavy weapon gives a +1 to Gruznack's sword. No, it's not a heavy weapon. It's just a sword. So, and it's +1 to damage. So if you do damage, it's +1, but it's not a heavy weapon. Heavy weapons like the hammer, they've got them listed. Sword is not it. So Lord Shimler's a whiff. Let's come back to, we'll come to Chadwick last. He's going up against Gladwin, and he's taken some injuries. I want to go see what Maddie's able to pull off. Kaysen's dead. Robert II's dead. Maddie only has 4 HP. He has a +1 AB. +1, 5 and a 4. So he's at 9 and 10. He's going up against guard 1, who does not have a shield. So that's perfect. He's going to do 7. He's going to do 3 damage. This guy was only at, so he's at 7. So he's at 4 HP, just about ready to dispatch guard number 1. Let me come off of this. All right. We've got Albin, who's almost dead as well at 4 HP, plus AB, a 6 and a 3. We're finally rolling good. 9, 10. Guard 2 does have a shield. So he's got 8, and he's 11 HP. He'll take 2 damage. He's saving that shield in case there's a critical. He's down to 9. I see a message came in. Let's see what this is. What do you got here? Shalita has no magic that can help with fight in some way. She can do some healing. She does have her staff. So she could swing her staff and just try to bludgeon somebody. It is a chance. She can use her turn to heal someone. She could do some healing. Or at least blind an enemy with light magic or something. She does not have that. So we'll get to her. I think she can't reach the other individuals. She can work with the colonel or she can work with Chadwick. They're kind of come in on opposite sides of the room. Let me finish this real quick because we have guard 3 is going against Lowell it's Lowell going against guard 3. Gotta remember where I was at. So he's got a 7-8 with his +1. This guard still has his shield, so that doesn't get through any damage at all. We're coming to Chadwick. We'll do Chadwick's and then we'll talk about Shalita. Chadwick, he has +2 AB. So he's got +2 AB. He's got a 7, 8, 9, and he was going against Gladwin. So Gladwin does not have any armor on, but he did pick up a shield. So that just gives him 7. So that's 2 damage that are going to come in and get Gladwin. Gladwin may give up if he gets weak enough. Remember, you can try to get a surrender again. While his guardsmen are up, I don't think he's going to surrender the day. All right, so let's see, Chalita. So Chalita's sheet. What Shalita has is she had her healing beam, which was the one that she's already used on Chadwick, and it exhausts her. She cannot use it again. She's got to have a full rest, and even then, it's like a massive full health heal, but it's not ever guaranteed to go off. Her other one is a healing prayer, and it does. I've got 1d6 of HP heal. So I do think she would do that. Chadwick has lost 2 damage. I think she's still holding the colonel. I think she's going to use it on the colonel. Just the healing prayer. And I think that what this will do is instead of healing, because he has his HP, if she's able to pull it off, I think, or whatever she rolls on her healing prayer is actually going to assist his willpower. I don't think it's healing his HP, hasn't taken any. It's this bone wasting disease that's exhausted him. So she uses her healing prayer. I want to see first, using Mythic. Is it successful? I want to give it like 75% chance. She's pretty exhausted too. She's done a lot, but 75 is likely. So she's praying for the colonel. 70 even. She gets it. Was away from the keyboard. Chalita is doing a healing prayer for the colonel. This will raise the colonel's willpower. 1d6. We don't know what it'll be. She's basically praying for, he didn't take any HP hits. She's holding a 5. Wow. I think that is going to, we know he doesn't get into the fight on this realm or in this round, but I want to roll for this. So now it's, he's in because he's rolling 2. He's got to get at least 10. He has 4 willpower plus her prayer of 5. He can't help but pass that roll. He will be in the next combat. All right. That has a powerful effect. He can feel it just kind of helping him. All right. Now, they had the initiative. We're coming back to us on this roll. So, first things first. This is their chance. They got 2 hits in on us, but why don't we go ahead with Finn first? He was going to fight Everhard. He's down to 2 HP. I think you could get, if the guardsmen start to go down, I think we might be able to get Gladwin to surrender. So, Finn, if you're there, you need to do your attack. This is without advantage, 2d6 plus 1 attack bonus for you, and see if you can get through Everard's defense. He does not have a shield, so all he's got is 7 on his defense. Give me a roll. We'll see what that comes to. We're going to resolve this combat to completion, even if we go over. Haha, rest in peace. All right. So, tell me what you got, just so I know. He only had 2 left, so assuming you got at least a 9, just barely failed. Okay, you're gonna have to explain. Oh, there's 6 with my +1. Got it. Okay. Sorry, I saw rest in peace. I didn't see the 6. I didn't see this. I saw this, but you missed. Okay, that's fine. So you're hitting, the swords are clanging together, and you just can't quite land a shot on him. Everard's good, even though he's wounded, and he's down to 2 HP. The fight has not left him. Lord Shimler's been struggling. I'm going to roll for Lord Shimler. He was fighting guard 3. He hasn't been able to land a single hurting shot. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's going to be able to do some damage. This guy still has his shield. So he's got 2 damage come into guard 3, taking guard 3 down to 9. Thank you, Lord Shimler. You're an aged old man, but you were able to get in some damage. So in this round, we have the colonel is basically standing up on his own feet. He's not going to be able to fight in this round. He's passed. He's done his will check, even though he didn't have to roll. He's just now that prayer is helping him. The next round, he'll be able to fight. Not this round. So, but we have Chadwick is going to be swinging on Gladwin. Chadwick has a +2 AB. Ooh, very nice. A 6 and a 5. Not a crit, but he's got 11, 12, 13. So we do have, is he going to take a shield? I think he's going to let that shield get destroyed, because that would do a lot of damage. Yes, because he only has 6 because he has no armor, 7 with the shield. So that would have done a ton of damage. Shield is destroyed. Chadwick comes in with a shot and just takes out Gladwin's shield. The shield is gone. Remember, he has no armor, so he's down to just 6 defense. One more reason he might give up. I like it. All right, we're coming down to the boys. And if they're still alive here, Maddie, what do we got? Gladwin has no armor. Nope, he's just in his room. So he didn't have leather armor. He had his natural defense of 6, and he picked up his shield. But this fight started so quickly, he didn't have time to put on his leather armor. So that's how that went down. Let's go Chadwick. Yep. So Chadwick went already. Sorry, we just got to that. We're coming through with the different sons now. We're going to start with Maddie. +1 AB, 6 and a 3. So he's got 10. He is going against guard 1, who has a destroyed shield. So he does have 7. That's 3 damage coming through. Wow. Guard 1 is down to just 1 HP. Wow, Maddie has turned it. Maddie's down to just 4. This is close. Maybe they will survive. Albin, +1. Ooh, a 2 and a 1. Only taking him up to 4 with his attack bonus. Doesn't get through with guard 2 at all. Lowell, our cursing watchman, fighting guard 3. A 4 and a 2, giving him 6, 7. Cannot get through, and this guy even still has a shield. No damage leaks through at all. All right. We're on to the very next round, and we're going to roll for initiative. So never fear. Roll for RPCs. I'm going to roll for the Royal Guard. A 5. They continue to roll well. My goodness. A 5. So maybe we can get a 6. Do we get a 6? Waiting on the roll. It says, hearing the commotion, does anybody else come? No. Oh my goodness, 2. Nope. This is a big, big house. And although this battle's going on, this is an estate house. And I think having 4 guards on scene, obviously Gladwin didn't know, but you always have the head of the guard, which is Eddard or Everard, and then just 3 guardsmen that were present. They wish they had more now, but these guys are some tough fighters. They had no idea that the watch was going to be against them. Remember, if anybody was coming, it would be the watch, but the watch are who they're fighting. So if anybody else arrives, they could join us. They could, but this is it. The watch is securing the rest of the city. This is the fight. We were the quick response force for Maddie, Albin, Lowell, and their deceased father, Robert II. All right. Everard has the first attack. Maddie's down. So this is against Finn. He's going to be rolling 2 dice. He's got a +3 AB. Ooh, a 6 and a 2. It could have been worse. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Finn, what do you have? Finn has no shield, so he's got 7. So that's 4 damage that are coming through. Now, Finn, I show you with 10 HP. So that means you're going to go down to 6. 6 is where you're at now. You're now down to 6. Wow. I'm telling you, combat's deadly in this game. You could die. All right. Guard number 1 is fighting Maddie. Maddie only has 4 HP left. I got a bad feeling about this. All right. Guard number 1, +2 to the attack bonus. A 3 and a 2. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And what do we got here? No, Maddie does not have a shield. 1 damage. Wow. 1 damage gets through, taking him down to 3. All right. We have guard number 2. What just came in? Yes, the colonel will join the fight. So we've got guard number 2. Still has a shield, +2 AB. Let me check on the colonel. Colonel has 4 attack bonus, so yes. All right, +2 AB guard 2. Ooh, a 3 and a 1. We're finally getting good rolls. They were killing it earlier. So 4, 5, 6 does not get through Albin's defense. Albin still has his shield as well, but it wouldn't have even got through. Guard number 3 against Lowell, who's down to 6 HP. He could switch over to Schimler, but he's going to try to take out Lowell. A 2 and a 1. Now we're rolling like Schimler. That does not, even with the +2, obviously that just gives 5, does not get through the damage. Gladwin against Chadwick. +2 AB, a 5 and a 4. So that is 9, 10, 11. Chadwick is going to take, wow, Chadwick's taking some damage. Yeah, he only has 7. He takes 4 more damage with that 11. His HP is now down to 4. He could die. Wow. I think that starts to rev up the colonel, though. The colonel sees his friend could be about to go. Is there a shield I can pick up? Let's do a, I think it's probably actually unlikely with the way this battle's going on. If Robert II had a shield, but he didn't, I think it would have been possible. And then the other 2, Maddie and Albin, have already let their shields destroy. And then, Maddie and Lowell, and Albin has a shield, but he's obviously not letting it go. But I'll let you roll for it. I think it's, let's go very unlikely, 25% chance, roll percentile dice. Roll percentile dice, tell me what you get. If you get a 25 or less, instead of an attack, you can pick up a shield. So that's fine. You're stepping back and picking up a shield. Roll your percentiles. Let's see what you get. We're waiting. We're waiting. You got to get a 25. I'm going to go ahead and move on with some attacks. They're going first, or they just completed all their attacks. All right, we're waiting on you. I'm going to do Chadwick real quick. Is going to do his attack on Gladwin. Oh, he almost had double sixes, but it dropped off at 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to do 2 damage. Hold on. You just had a 10 and a 5. All right. Well, the key there then will be which die is which. You got to tell me on your percentage the 10s and the 1s, because you either got 15 or you got 50. So you got to let me know which way that went. So, because a 0, or you could have even had a 5 if your 10s dice. All right. So then that 0 on a 10 means you got 5. So yes, you've picked up a shield. 6, 7, 8. You only had 6, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is doing 4 damage. So he's down to just 6. You might have a give up here. I think Chalita might compel him to give up if the colonel doesn't kill him. Oh, the colonel. Oh, this could just spend it for the colonel, though. I've got to roll for the colonel. The colonel has plus 4 HP. Let's see what happens. Hold on a second. My armor is now 8. Yes, you have 6 as natural defense, plus 1 for leather armor, and then plus 1 for the shield. And if you take massive damage, you can elect to shatter your shield. All right, plus 4 to this. Ooh, a 5 and a 4. Very nice. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. So with the 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's it. Wow. The colonel musters his strength with that prayer. He draws his sword and in one clean strike completely severs Gladwin's head from his torso. And off it comes. And with that, he is dispatched. Wow. I think Chalita yells to Everhard and the guards. I think she says, for God's sake, he is dead. Surrender. Wow. Let's roll for that. Will these guys surrender? I think it's got, I don't have a will roll for them, but they're almost dead anyway. Let's just do, I don't think I'm going to, well, they've got to at least have probably 2 willpower, they're guardsmen. Will they surrender? I don't think they would want to. What do you think here? Let's get Never Fear. What do you think? Oh, you want to do morale checks? Well, that would be their will roll. So, do they pass? All right, plus 2 with each of them. We're going to roll. So first, Everard. 7, 8, 9. He does not pass. He surrenders. He's almost dead anyway. He's got 2 HP. The guard only has 1 HP. 3, 4, 5, 6. Surrenders. Guard 2. Ooh, he actually has 11, 12, 13. He says never. So guard number 2 is still fighting. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a surrender. So guard 2 says never, and he was fighting Albin, who only has 4. So Albin's going to swing on him, see if he can get him. 4, 1, 5, 6. Nope, he doesn't get him. I think that guard's going to go right back at Albin. The other ones are giving up. So let's just resolve that. Guard number 2 has an attack bonus of 2, still has his shield. He swings on Albin. 6, 7, 8, 9. Albin still has his shield. So Albin just takes 1 damage. Goes down to 3, but he's going to survive. Because I imagine everybody else comes in on guard 2, who has his shield, has his sword, just hit Albin, and now as everybody else is dropping their swords and giving up or wounded, I'll do a mythic roll. I think they're all going to turn basically on this guard 2, who's some kind of zealot, apparently. I think there is a near sure thing, 90% chance that they all just skewer this guy. 90 on percentile dice. 89. Wow, that was closer than I thought. So maybe it's as simple as Lowell, who's standing nearby, simply turns and finishes him. And guard 2 goes down. Holy moly. There was one point where I thought this could, the rolling was just going terrible for the City Watch. But Kaysen, the bastard son of Robert II, deceased. Robert II, deceased. Chadwick's back down to 4 HP and he can't be healed again, but it's over. Schindler can barely swing a sword, and the colonel finished it. However, we know what happens. The colonel, if he got 2 more experience points, he was going to die. He gets 1 experience point for just being in this game, for this session. Yes, Gladwin is deceased. And with the colonel giving the killing blow, he picks up at least 2 more experience points. Right after the killing blow happens, the former head of the Royal Guard kills Gladwin, the usurper. He then catches his breath, gasps, and immediately collapses. The colonel is deceased. Chalita rushes to him, kind of brings him to her shoulder, and she can tell the colonel is no longer present. He has passed away. With one last killing blow, he has righted the wrong of the usurper. Finn rushes to the colonel. Yes. So Finn moves to him. I think the brothers, Maddie and Albin, are attending to Robert II, their father, and Kaysen, their half-brother, bastard, and they're just addressing their deceased, but they're attending to them. Lord Schindler, 80 years old, had been addled, had some dementia, is on like a Flowers of Algernon 5 days of clarity due to a prayer by Chalita. He's exhausted. He is 80 and he can no longer, he was barely even effective in this fight. He sinks to the ground, leaning against the wall, spent. Finn desperately asks if Chalita can do something. Chalita is crying, and she says, "There's nothing I can do. He's gone." And she just continues to hold the colonel. Boom. Scene. Wow. When we return, I think before we leave, we'll do some more XP. Yes. When we return, it will be the coronation of Artun. It will be the heroes, our PCs, the heroes of the watch will be present, and it will be the final episode of Maze Rats Live. We have one more show to do in 2 weeks, and we will see the return of Artun as he retakes his sovereign power. We will hand out, you know what? I don't even want to do the XP right now. I think we will do it at the beginning of the next round. I think in deference to the colonel, we will close the show. We're a little over anyway. He gave his all in order to right the wrong for his sovereign Artoon. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. It was quite the fight. I was a little stunned how it started off. And boy, Maze Rats is deadly. Whew, we handled a lot of combat there. I've never done that many folks in combat before. Apologies if I messed anything up, but I think I stayed with it. And the Colonel, that was a fitting end. And see you later, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you, Never Fear.